Hello learners, welcome once again for a very thought-provoking, very important need of an hour topic which usually revolves around e-commerce is artificial intelligence. I think AI is something which is the need of an hour, and the way technology is changing, the way computer is changing, the smartphone is knocking a door, application based, the portals are coming up. I think AIs have a great meaning behind talking more about the amalgamation of machine and humans. So when machine and humans join together, I think they are going to do the wonders. So when we talk about thinking the machine, the questions which comes in our mind, that are there tasks which cannot easily be automated? If so, what are the limitations? How do computers' abilities compare to that of humans? Computer versus humans, if we compare, I think a computer can do something better than human can, adding a thousands four-digit numbers, which is an example, drawing complex 3D images, store and retrieve massive amounts of data. So this is what the computers can do, and humans have certain constraints, they have got certain limitations, and the whole world is right now talking more about the cobots, which we usually call the collaborative efforts of humans and robots. So we will see how the artificial intelligence is quite important when you talk more about the collaborative approach, the amalgamating approach of human and computer. So however, there are things human can do much better. So what is intelligence? I think when we go and talk more about artificial intelligence, we know that the artificial is something which is not realistic in nature, but somewhere when it's collaborate with intelligence, I think it's something which require the machine approach, which require the technology, which require the combination of human and machine. So intelligence is a property of mind that encompasses many related mental abilities, such as the capabilities to reason, plan, solve problems, think abstractly, comprehend ideas and language, and learn. So this is the USP. Artificial intelligence, if we go into the backdrop and consider artificial intelligence, is the simulation of human intelligence, processes by machines, especially computer systems. Specific application of AI include expert systems, natural language processing, speech recognition, and machine vision. So the voice recognition software, the machine learning, the deep learning, the blockchain technology. So all comes under the ambit of artificial intelligence, and we will gradually cover the each topic, which are quite contemporary in nature, so that the learners who are acclimatize themselves with the term called e-commerce, they know how much important the terms which are behind the particular model. So this is what important. So specific applications of AI include expert systems, natural language processing, speech recognition, and machine software. So what is artificial intelligence? That is something which is a $1,000,000 question in the present scenario. So artificial intelligence is the science and engineering of making intelligent machine. So in the present scenario, making machine is everybody cup of tea. But how you are going to make an intelligent machine which can synchronize with the change of time, with the change of pace. So there the intelligence comes into picture, and intelligent machines talks about the artificial intelligence. So how the humans can react, and at the same time the machine can also react. So this is what exactly the AI is. So AI is a branch of science and assist machines to find solutions to complex problems in a more human-like fashion. Artificial intelligence is the future of next generation technology. It encompasses variety of disciplines like medical, finance, engineering. So you name a domain, I think either it could be the health sector, or the government, or the education, or coming out from this pandemic stage, serving the society by and large. Everywhere you find that AI is putting its wear boots and now entering in this format. So Google defines AI as the theory and development of computer systems able to perform task normally requiring human intelligence, such as visual perception, speech recognition. Decision making is a very important ingredient, because end of the day, what happened, machine used to do everything, but when the question comes about taking a decision, there the performance lacks. But now with the help of this artificial intelligence, machine is interpret the things in a very faster mode and take a decision. And translation between languages, this is more important. So machine learning, deep learning, artificial intelligence are now a need of an hour, and we will gradually talk about all those terminologies which are quite contemporary in the present scenario, so that the learners can acclimatize themselves. They get the flavor of all those aspects which are making this e-commerce everybody cup of tea. So this is a very important aspect. So what are four types of AI? So according to this system of classification, there are four types of AI or AI-based systems. One is reactive machines, second is limited memory machines, then theory of mind, and then self-aware AI. So this is something which is very important, and these four aspects are quite important. So now when you talk or elaborately go into the depth of artificial intelligence, you find out that a lot of the combinations are there. It's not only the machine which is working, but end of the day, a lot of factors are taken into consideration. So like planning is a very important ingredient. When you plan, I think it's also a part and parcel of artificial intelligence. Robotics, I have already talked about that. Robotics is a standalone domain, but in the present scenario, the way things are changing, the robots have also changed themselves. So now the robots are no more a robots but a cobots. And cobots, when you talk about, it's talking about the collaborative effort of machine and humans. So when machine and humans synchronize together, integrate together, I think somewhere the different kind of model comes, and which can give the pace to the organization, or rather we can say create a niche and provide edge to the system, so that the company who have adopted this phenomena, adopted this modus operandi, they can definitely get an edge and do the wonders when they enter into the particular domain or field. So a lot of organizations, you have seen that working in this direction. And if we talk about e-commerce portal, we have seen that Flipkart, Amazon, or the food delivery company like Swiggy, Zomato, or Food Panda, we have seen that they have changed. So with the change of time, they have changed themselves. They have collaborated with machine in a very elaborative manner, in a very drastic manner. So this have given them an edge. So natural language processing is something which is very important, because the country have certain languages, and with the help of this natural language processing systems, the translation is quite easier, quite in a faster mode. So the interpretation part, the learning part, or the adapting the communication is quite easy. Then perception is very important aspect, and then knowledge is important. Either could be a tacit knowledge or implicit knowledge. And then cognitive system is there. Cognitive system is talking more about the combination of varieties of systems. So like it talks about the real-time approach, the human behavior, then organization behavior, then how the group dynamics can be there, the team building is there. So this is the approach which is very important aspect here. And when you talk more about the types of artificial intelligence, I think it based on capabilities, narrow AI and general AI, then finally you find out that super AI is there. So this is a very important aspect. We start with the very minute concept, then the generalize it, and then it become a specialist. So based on the functionality, reactive machine, self-awareness, limited memory, theory of mind. So this I have already talked about. So this is basically a functionality. The Turing test, is one of the example, a test to empirically determine whether a computer has achieved intelligence. So in a Turing test, that interrogator must determine which respondent is the computer and which is the human. So this is a kind of test which is there. So knowledge representation, if we talk about, which compare the way that computers and human works to see if we can better understand why each have their computational strength, processing models, knowledge representation, and then reasoning is there. So characteristics of AI system, if we talk about, learn new concepts and task reason and draw useful conclusion about the world around us, remember complicated interrelated facts and draw conclusions from them, understand a natural language or perceive and comprehend a visual scene, look through cameras and see what's their vision to move themselves and object around the real world. So this is called robotics. So categories of AI system, if we talk about, that links with the human system, that acts like a human system. Think rationally systems, act rationally. The boundaries of AI are not well defined. Artificial intelligence is difficult to understand by its content because the way things are changing, the way society is changing, the way phenomena is going to be changed in the coming years, the priorities of the individuals, priorities of the human is changing, the boundaries of AI is not well defined. So that could be the reason, the AI is something which have got sky limit of sky. So often it means that advanced software engineering, sophisticated software techniques for hard problems that can't be solved in any easy way, and AI programs like people are usually not perfect and even make mistakes. This is also true because humans have certain constraints and machine also have. So machine can no doubt uh, reach up to the extent the way human used to work, human used to analyze, but somewhere they lack about that. So if you talk about the breakdowns of industry and development and the great changes related categories, I think industry 1.0 was between 1760 to 1830. Mechanization, steam and water power was there. Then industry 2.0, which was from 1870 to 1914. Mass production electricity was there. Then industry 3.0, 1970 to 2000. Electronic and IT system automation. And then industry 4.0, which is more talking about artificial intelligence, like the hybrid age of doing the things. You have seen that the chauffeurless cars are now entering into the market. The electric car is there. The fuel car market is going to be deteriorated in coming years. So this is what exactly the model is, and you will find out that a lot of changes is coming up, and it is because due to the artificial intelligence. So according to research by IDC, global spending on cognitive and AI system will reach $7.6 billion by 2021. Artificial intelligence has surrounded us with the most innovative tech inventions, and almost every critical sector or industry relies on AI to accomplish a specific task that is difficult for humans to achieve. So AI is also driving the market for education and helping to automate the process to increase profitability for educators and students as well. And in our preceding sessions, I think when we were talking about electronic learning, when we were talking about e-learning disseminators, or we were talking about learning management system and Moodle, we have seen that how much important the AI is, because the way this education portals, the way these online education portals have come up with their platforms, with their softwares, they are heavily depend on the artificial intelligence. They know the taste about the students, they know the expectation about the students, and then they design the syllabi, they design the curriculum keeping in mind of the particular student. So now the thing is not like that you develop a syllabi and you can float it to the general student or to the group of student. With the help of artificial intelligence, each student have got their own standard syllabi, or the model by which they are going to do that. So today users are expecting more customized content and unbeatable browsing experience. It has forced web development companies to think out of box rather than getting glued to old and conventional methods. AI come into the picture, redefining all traditional approaches by shedding more focus on user experience. So, as per the research report, Global Market Insight, AI is the education market will surpass $6 billion by 2024. So, what is the need of AI in the current environment? So, this is a very important question which need to be answered, because it's not like that since we are teaching or talking about e-commerce, so our artificial intelligence could revolve around the e-commerce. And when you talk about electronic commerce, I think electronic commerce is something which is now a part of our life. So it's not like that we are just buying the things or selling the things. There are many factors taken into consideration when you talk about artificial intelligence or the electronic commerce, because the electronic governance is also linked with that, electronic learning is also linked with that, electronic services is also there, and as far as the eating habits are there, it's also now linked with the e-commerce. So right now e-commerce is something which is very much synchronized with our day-to-day activity, and people and learn differently at a different rates, and artificial intelligence tailors and personalizes learning for every individual. AI systems are being utilized to augment tutoring with a personal approach and conversational educational assistant. Autonomous tutoring helps students learn at their own pace. It goes without saying the benefits that AI has brought to the education system. It is expected that machine learning and AI will be the core part of all future educational experience. So we have a dedicated session on machine learning in coming days. You will find out that how machine learning is quite important as far as electronic learning is concerned, or rather we can say uh, e-commerce is concerned. So it's not like that machine learning is something which always emphasize on learning. So it is also a very broader term which crosses the boundaries of learning and now linked with the e-commerce also. So how is artificial intelligence revolutionizing the e-learning paradigm? Digital learning solutions hugely influence the education system, and it is helping students receive highly engaging lectures and take part in intuitive aptitude tests, so students get the best method to address their learning requirements, and young minds make the best use of that information. So there are 5 ways an AI based e-learning platform can shape online. I think real time questioning is there. One of the vital roles of AI based e-learning platform is the ability to take as a tutor and provide answer to real time questions. And AI not AI into your learning program, you are able to provide the best option for the learners, and this is there. Generate fresh learning content for SMEs and e-learning professionals. Creating course content is one of the factors of e-learning that consumers a lot of time. AI system well trained can help to draw out valuable information and convert it into smart content for digital learning. So e-learning courses creation is one of the challenging parts of digital learning as it requires several skills, and with AI continuous growth it can help to combine all necessary skills to deliver an effective learning course. And then you have natural language processing. And how many times have your learners wanted to communicate with your learning course in their language? This is something which is there. We have very elaborately talked about all those things in electronic learning. And when we are talking about the e-learning disseminator, there also we have talked a lot. So learning is more accessible, will save time with the help of developing, engaging, and efficient learning. And gamification is something which is now coming up in a big way. Gamification is an essential approach used in e-learning to engage and motivate learners toward acquiring new knowledge. With AI, planning tactical games for online training material is easy. It helps to process large amount of data, which is then used to determine learners' behavior and to provide them with updates about their knowledge and learning progress. So, impact of artificial intelligence on e-learning is that we can shape online learning and it make it more engaging and effective. AI will also change the way training in the workplace is delivered. So there are certain application of AI which is quite important in the present scenario. And if we talk about the first one, which automated customer support, and we see that customer support is a very important ingredient in the present scenario. The way things had been changed, the way the priority had been changed, the customers are now going for the reviews prior to buying a product. Either it could be the staying in the hotels, or booking a tickets, or they just see the review, or buying any new product, because the shelf life of the company is now changing. There was a time when shelf life of the company was 30 years, 50 years, but now it's 5 years. So every day you find out the contemporary products enter into the market, and when any product enter into the market, I think the customer first see the review of the product. So this is what exactly the model is. So online shopping experience has been greatly enhanced by chatbots because of the following reasons. They increase user retention by sending reminders and notifications. They offer instant answers compared to human assistants, thus reducing response time. Chatbots provide upselling opportunities through personalized approaches. So, how is artificial intelligence transforming e commerce? I think marketing of e commerce offers services at lower cost. AI can be used in sales and lead generations. Virtual and voice assistance is there. Provision of personalized recommendation. Visual search engine is there. Benefits of product recommendation. So this is something which is going on, and there are certain benefits of AI in e-commerce. Customer centric search is there. retarget potential customers, create efficient sales process, personalize experience with mobile, and improve recommendations. So these are the benefits of AI, which is now coming up. And if you see artificial intelligence used by one of the e-commerce portal called Amazon, I think discovery and search is there. Fulfillment and logistics is very important ingredient. Enhance existing products, define new products, bring machine learning to all. Personalized shopping experience. Implementation of artificial intelligence make it possible for online stores to use the smallest piece of data about every followed link to personalize your experience on a deeper level. This personalization results into timely alerts, messages, visuals that should be particularly interesting to you, and dynamic content that modifies according to user demand and supply. Healthcare, I think, is one of the segment where AI is now knocking a door. So AI-enabled workflow assistants are aiding doctors free up their schedules, reducing time and cost by streamlining process and opening up new avenues for the industry. And in addition to that, AI-powered technology helps pathologists in analyzing tissue samples and thus in turn making more accurate diagnosis. In finance, we have seen that how the fintech is now coming up, and automated advisors powered by AI are capable of predicting the best portfolio or stock based on preferences by scanning the market data. Actionable reports based on relevant financial data is also being generated by scanning millions of key data points, thus saving analysts numerous hours of work is there. So smart cars and drones are there with autonomous vehicles running on the roads and autonomous drones delivering the shipments. A significant amount of transportation and service related issues can be resolved faster and more effectively. In travel and navigation with AI-enabled mapping, it scans road information and utilizes algorithm to identify the optimal route to take, be it a bike, car, bus, train, or on foot. So, we in travel and navigation also we have seen that how the chauffeur-less cars are coming into the market, which is now equipped with the GPS and the broadband and internet, and it is without drivers. So this navigation is now a very important aspect, and this is where there is a great use of artificial intelligence. So social media, if you talk about, Facebook was advanced machine learning to do everything from serving content to you and to recognize your face in photos to target user with advertising. Instagram, owned by Facebook, uses AI to identify visuals. LinkedIn uses AI to offer job recommendations, suggest people you might like to connect with, and serving your specific post in your feed. So this is something where the behavior is also monitored by artificial intelligence and things are going to be done. So Netflix, we have seen that the web series is now into the domain. OTT is very important aspect which is there. So use AI to provide personalized recommendation to their users. Try not to over personalize by introducing variants. Personalize based on what a user has watched and how popular something has been. So this is something where there is a great use of thing. Netflix, which considered to be an online media and video streaming services, is now very much depend on artificial intelligence. So smart home devices, if you talk about the connected device of smartphones, provide the data and the AI learns from that data to perform certain tasks without human interventions. And creative arts, if you talk about, AI powered technologies can help musicians to create new themes. Security and surveillance, in this segment also we have find out AI is making possible for humans to constantly monitor multiple channels with feeds coming in from a huge number of cameras at the same time. And Sophia example, which I was talking about, is the first AI humanoid robot developed by Hong Kong-based company Hanson Robotics. So Sophia introduced herself and spoke to the student about appearing for the exams and a lot of other things. So Sophia, the AI robot interview, and India welcomes robot Sophia for the first ever interactive session in Kolkata, and and a lot of change is coming up with the help of this artificial intelligence. You find out that domain is now changing. So artificial intelligence, if we compare with machine learning, AI is trained final output machine which mimic like human brain. Amazon Alexa is example to that, and ML is a subset of AI. It is technique to achieve AI, for example, the spam detection and other thing. So these are the corporates. I think the world biggest companies are heavily relying on artificial intelligence, like Amazon Web Services, which we usually call AWS, then Siemens, then Suki, then Nvidia, then Intel, then lot of the companies which are Alibaba Cloud is there. So these companies are very well, or rather we can say are quite dependent on this artificial intelligence and biometrics. Then the Bossa Nova, then Element AI, and Zebra is there. So, and lot these companies are now emphasizing more on the top boards, and it's these are considered to be the AI companies, and then the this AI. If you talk about the AI 100 companies, I think. Mm, Sales CRM is there, then AI processors are there in healthcare, in finance, in transportation, in construction, in retail and warehousing, government and city planning, media and entertainment, education, manufacturing, AI processes, AI model development. So whole world is right now talking more about in cyber security is there. So a lot of job avenues are coming up as a learner who can uh, emphasize on this particular term called artificial intelligence. I think AI aspirants who have ample of job opportunities in the field. AI will transform the global economy and jobs are in high demand. According to International Data Corporation, the number of AI jobs is expected to globally grow 16% this year. And AI careers are future proof, meaning they are likely to survive well into the futures. And getting an education in AI is challenging and requires persistence and personal initiatives. The future is bright. AI is opening new pathway for e-learning in the upcoming decade, and AI is the stealing the show right now, the e-learning sector. And although it is still in the nascent stage, soon it will capture the entire e-learning industry. So going digital in the education sector is going to open up a pool opportunity for students and educators and will pave the way for imparting quality education. So AI is a mechanism that get better at every steps of the way, although the B2B and B2C customers show different purchasing behavior, the fundamentals of CX remain the same. And as the AI technologies become widely accessible, B2B e-commerce vendors should derive benefits from its better segmentation, personalization, content, and capability. To conclude, many educators feel that AI will replace humans, but either way, it will prove to be the great support system for human professionals and experts. So I think by this we are winding up this session, and we have covered a lot about artificial intelligence, and we know how much important the intelligence is. Either it could be the human intelligence or artificial intelligence, but this artificial intelligence is no doubt a need of an hour. In the coming years, you will find out the company who are equipped with AI, they can retain themselves into the market, and those who are not using the AI, they will be automatically redundant and out from the fray. So AI is very important aspect as far as usages in e-commerce is concerned. And when you go more into the e-commerce, you have to cover all the subdomains of e-commerce. Either it could be the e-governance or e-services, or the e-health, or delivery, or commerce, or e-business. So whatever the terms which comes under the ambit of this e-commerce, I think somewhere there's a great use of all those aspects. And we have find that this artificial intelligence is now quite contemporary, because things are also changing. So anyway, we are going to talk more as far as these contemporary technologies are concerned, either it could be the deep learning or machine learning, or the blockchain technology, or the different aspects in a more elaborative manner, and try to link with the e-commerce. The intention of this particular video or the particular course is not only uh, to give emphasis to mugging up the things, but somewhere try to correlate the things, so that our learners who can acclimatize these courses or acclimatize this particular video, they can able to learn many things, and when they enter into the industry, they can use this phenomena and try to skill themselves and get the employment. So intention is very clear that they first learn and then earn, and then in the second stage they can create their own entity. And when they create their own entity or their own startup, I think this is something which is quite important, because the moment they become entrepreneur, they can serve the society by and large, by giving employment to thousands of people, or hundreds of people, or the huge number of people. So intention of this particular course called e-commerce is not to talking more about the e-commerce or learning e-commerce, but try to create a phenomena, try to develop a format so that it can serve the society by and large, and end of the day the GDP of the country is going to be enhanced by that. So this is something which is very important as far as this practical course is concerned. So it have a combination of current approach and contemporary approach. So when these two concepts amalgamate, I think it can give a new way to this learning, and by this, the learners can enjoy a lot. So we have some more thought-provoking sessions in coming days, which can emphasize more on what exactly the e-commerce is and how the e-commerce is changing with the change of time. So this can make our learners update with the change of time, and how to retain into the market, which is also very important. Thank you very much.